All right, let's do example 7 here. So we've got the set S. Now, as you can see, you can check this, but S spans R3. Okay, but it's obvious that it's not linearly independent. Okay, because you can get this vector here by just taking a linear combination of the other 4 vectors. It'd just be 1 times this one plus 1 times this one times 0 times this one, plus 0 times that one. That'll do it. Okay, so it's not linearly independent. Okay, so what do we want to do is we want to we're going to calculate which vectors to drop in order to get a subset that is linearly independent but has the same span. So we're going to set up a linear relationship. So we're going to set this up. So we're going to do C1 times 1, 0, 0 plus C sub 2 times 0, 2, 0 plus C sub 3, 1, 2, 0 plus C sub 4, 0, negative 1, 1 plus C sub 5, 3, 3, 0 equals our 0 vector, right? So we're looking at this system of this linear relationship, and this gives us the following system, right? So here we're going to have C1 plus C3. Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's draw plus, C3 and plus 3C5 equals 0. Okay. The next one is going to be 2C2 and it's not going to line up the way plus, let's do 2C2 plus 2C3 minus C4 plus 3C5 equals 0. Okay, and then the last one, we got 0, 0, 0, then we got C4. Equals 0. And so that's the system that we are now going to find the solution for. Now the solution set has this parametrization. Okay, so all we have to do is, we know that C4 is equal to 0. So we can see what our leading variables are, right? We have C1, C2, and C4, leaves C3 and C5 as our free, right? So that means C2, now C4 is 0, so C2 is going to equal, let's see here, minus 2C3 minus 3C5, all divided by 2. Right? And then of course C1 equals minus C3 minus 3C5. Which then now gives us this, right? So now we've got C1, C2, C3, C4, oops, C5, right? So this is all going to be in terms of C3 and C5, right? So, so it's going to be C3, and we're going to have -1, -1, 1. And then 0, 0. Right? So -1, so 1 is going to be -1, right? So there's -1 times C3 minus C3 because it's divided by 2 minus C3. And then, of course, C3 is just 1, so it's included in there. And then we have, yep, C3 is anything. And of course, these are zeros. Plus, and then C5. And with C5, that's going to be, right, we got -3 here. We've got -3 halves, right? C1 and C2. So we got -3 and -3 halves, right? And then of course we don't have any C3, so that's going to be 0, right? Oops. And then of course C4 is 0, right? Because that's what it is. And then we've got, of course, 1 for C5, we're going to get 1. And that is our, oh, and then of course we've got to have C3 and C5 are real. Okay, now, if we set 5 equal to 1, C5 equal to 1, and C3 equal to 0, we get a particular case. So let's stop here for a second. So we've got this, we'll pick it up here in the next video, but this is where we're at. Now we're going to show that this spans what we're looking for.